Tiara didn't let me shout into the mic, so I had to turn back and shout, "What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Table Talk." We are in a brand new, I don't know, we are getting really interesting people on the shows these days.
If you're listening in for the first time, welcome. I'm so happy you stumbled upon this podcast that will lead you to the betterment of your life and future. We're not sure. There's no promises. But today we've got a couple of beautiful people in the studio with us.
Yeah. They usually talk with their feet
and their bodies.
And whoa. That is true. That is true.
Before we introduce them, to just kind of give you guys an idea of what we're talking about today. The last time we talked about K-pop on the podcast, we talked about why it worked, why it was more than just music, and why it's here to stay.
And today is like literally living proof it works.
Yes. And I mean, when we think about K-pop in Malaysia, I cannot think of anyone else
other than all the kakak and makcik that really goes to all the... Oh, not them?
I wasn't thinking about them.
All right, who are you thinking about?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute pleasure to bring to the table Alex and Iylia. You know what, you guys? Oh my goodness. Stop. Oh, it's so noisy up in here. All the applause. You'll add in an applause effect. But hi, guys. Hi. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Iylia and I'm from Kueendom.
And I'm Alex and I'm from Kingsmen.
Oh, and we are not referring to any country, state, or British movie.
Yes.
Those are the names of your groups.
Yes. So for everyone who doesn't know, and if you do know, then congratulations, because you should be. Kueendom and Kingsmen, you can find their channel on YouTube and Instagram. They are a dance group that consists of apparently over 30 members now.
Oh, yes.
And counting.
So you guys have a roster.
Just for the benefit, right, of people listening in, because we have a very interesting fun group of people. What is a dance group?
What is a dance group?
What is this group you do?
Okay, so we are a group of people who dance to K-pop songs. So we make covers. We'll try to copy their choreography.
What kind of covers? Like plastic covers? Or?
No, dance covers, MingH.
Hi, I'm helping everyone know.
Dance covers.
I don't think our listeners are that
just
dumb.
film them.
Right.
And that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yes.
Yeah. And
so mainly the term cover actually means like imitation.
Yeah.
Right. So basically we imitate K-pop artists, but up to like the full details like costumes, expressions, lyrics. So it's a lot more than just dancing. What we do.
Yeah. That is actually the most accurate way, because like y'all don't know how hard it is to dance K-pop.
Oh my goodness.
Until you see someone else do it. Because
it looks fun and happy, right?
But that's why K-pop artists are freaking international level, because they make it look so simple.
Correct.
Yeah.
But then whenever a song comes out and you watch people dance on Instagram, suddenly underneath the skin you can feel things crawling.
I don't know. Okay.
But these guys do it well.
These
guys, it's actually a very big understatement to say you guys are imitating.
Wow.
Because you guys bring your own breath of life into the dance. A cover literally means, for you guys listening, their rendition of the dance that has been done in the K-pop music video.
Yes.
Obviously not in the song, but the music video, which the whole K-pop fandom knows and loves.
So before we dive into more about Kueendom and Kingsmen, let's get to know you guys a little bit more as people. Hi, Iylia.
Hi.
Tell us more about yourself. So besides being in Kueendom, how long have you been dancing for?
Did you study dance?
No, I
What do you
did
study?
not. Unfortunately, so sad. I actually started dancing when I was in kindergarten. I just kind of knew, like, I want to do it for life.
I'm a dancer.
Yeah, I'm a dancer. But not really like. I started with, I don't know if the kids out there know this group. It's called Spice Girls.
Of course.
That was the first.
Doesn't know the Spice Girls.
Never know
Okay. Alex, you know Spice Girls? That's not Spice Girls. That's Aerosmith. Right. What the heck? Not even close to it.
Oh, that song. Oh, yeah. Not my cup of spice.
You know, a cup of spice.
Okay, so you started dancing that. that when you were
Yeah,
young.
and then I went into traditional dance, and then after I came out of high school,
Yeah, I did traditional
started
dance
K-pop.
too.
Oh,
Shut
really?
up, man.
What
Kindergarten.
What is it?
They
ah?
made
This
me
one.
do the line dance, and I had one move.
That is
Up, down, and that's all I did.
impressive.
5
Yeah.
minutes. Pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's really
5
good.
minutes of that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, very long song.
Yeah,
It's a long song.
that's a long song.
The dancers immediately calculating. Right? Okay, so you never actually had any formal training.
No, yeah, I
It's
did
insane.
Wow.
not. Yeah, sad, but
So
yeah.
then how do you learn? How do you learn?
Yeah, I'll just watch YouTube and then I'll just be like, okay, I do this and do this and do this. Okay, that's it.
It
and
sounds
that's about it.
much easier than it sounds. It's much harder than it sounds. Sorry.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you just-
and currently today you are a dance teacher
Yes.
at one dance studio,
Yes.
and also you still teach at Taylor's.
Yeah, I still teach at
You study at
Taylor's.
Taylor's, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Circle.
What do you study? What did you study and what are you teaching?
What did I study? I studied business.
She teaches dance.
And then I teach
Yeah,
dance.
you-
Yeah. Two totally different worlds. Yeah. I was
Oh
just
my.
like, man, this business stuff is boring.
Take that degree.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
goodness.
literally.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
what about you, Alex?
When did you start?
where do I
start
begin?
dancing?
When did
Wow.
you start dancing?
Yeah.
Start
In the
dancing.
womb.
I was just gonna say in your
No,
mom's
but
tummy.
I really started seriously dancing when I was in high school. Because that was like, every kid was in, dancing is so cool. And then the movie Step Up came out. Do you guys know that song? I was like,
That's
man,
I got-
that
I gotta
is
be
so
Channing.
cool. Yeah, gonna get me some of that. Yeah, but yeah, I started from there. But it wasn't K-pop. I actually started K-pop when I came here to study.
Where are you from?
I'm from Penang.
It's a Penang.
Yeah, Penang. Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then my sister was here, so when I came here to study, I joined her team.
Yeah.
It was also a K-pop team, but it was like a temporary thing. And
Yeah.
then I found out like, I really like this, and then I stuck with it until now.
Actually, I knew his sister before I knew him.
Before,
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So it turned out like the world is
so
such a
weird.
small
Oh.
place.
Yeah.
And then what are you doing now? Are you studying, working?
Also, I'm also a dance instructor right now, and at the
At the
same
same studio?
time, yes,
Yeah, and
Okay.
and the multiple
others,
other
yeah.
studios.
Okay.
And then I'm also doing my masters right now in UM.
In UM,
masters in?
what are you doing?
In international relations, but my major is quite related to my career right now. I'm majoring in Korean studies.
Oh,
It works.
Yes.
Yeah, it works.
Alex, you talented person.
That's pretty crazy to just know like you're teaching dancing, you guys are doing dancing, and because like I think dancing was never an option growing up.
Especially for Asian kids, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
because
Like
everyone's so
Muslim
shy.
kid.
No way, man.
So
Yeah.
true.
Who nobody even wants to stand in the front row when they sing song, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't think dancing was even anywhere in my peer group. Like no one ever thought of like, I think we dance next time.
Yeah. They're like, the next time we get together, we should dance. And no one said that.
The
in
next
my
time we
group.
get together, it's either go CC or play basketball. that kind of thing,
And
right?
then how did you both meet?
Us.
To the power of dance.
I was dancing way before I was in Kingsmen.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
then
yeah.
after I took a small break.
Yeah.
But Kueendom has always been
Yeah.
around.
Yes.
And then
You met?
Actually, the first time we met was at KWF,
Yeah.
right? KWF, the year that I
Won.
yeah, the year
We'll talk
that
about that in a bit, guys.
KWF, wait, KWF? What's that?
K-pop World
Yeah.
Festival.
Okay, sorry.
Kentucky World Festival.
Okay.
No, we're
Yeah.
gonna talk about that
K-pop
just in a bit
obviously,
because I think it's a really good,
Yeah,
good
I
highlight.
was
Huge
competing against you
Yeah.
at that time, and then that was the first time I saw him. So, but
Oh.
we became friends when I wanted to make a boy group.
Yes.
And then I knew that he was on a break.
Yes.
So I was reaching
Whoa,
out to
whoa.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like,
Whoa.
oh,
It's all
Alex,
pretty faded.
why don't you?
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy how
Yeah.
you guys just kind of like got together. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's
I just want to
interesting.
say, right, you make it sound again very easy because like, it's like, I want to make a boy group and then it works. You all don't understand
That actually
how
happens in
many
real life.
functional dancing goals do you actually know in Malaysia. Other than we came from the electro shot era, right?
Yeah,
electro
When
shot.
we saw them dance, that was mind blowing because
Yeah.
we've never seen anyone
Legends,
with
yeah.
that kind of
Yeah.
like synchronization and moves and creativity. And then when it came to the cover era of dances,
cover
oh
era.
my lord,
Yeah,
I
there's
think
so many.
There
now.
were no middle ground
there's
kids.
no
you know?
middle
It was
ground.
just
Yeah,
really
it's like,
good or
yes.
really bad.
help me, please. Right?
Oh no.
There'll be
Yeah.
times I just turn on a video and I'm like, whoa.
All right, let's
Yeah.
not dive into
Okay,
it.
so
Yeah.
I want to talk about KWF for a while. So you guys, so for everyone who's listening in, while you are listening, you can go and search these guys up on YouTube, Queensman Kingdom. They have won. I cannot even. Let's not try to count how many competitions you guys have won already. All right.
Oi.
Let's talk about So I think one of the questions I want to ask you is highlights of dancing as a member of your group, right? And I think one very good one that comes to mind was in 2015.
Yes.
Kueendom won at a global dance competition. And
what is this?
Yeah,
KWF.
Oh,
which
it
is
is the
also
same thing, all right.
which is
Same
also
thing.
what Kingsmen won in 2007.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
yes.
Damn.
So Malaysia, come on, man, come on, represent,
Okay, let's
represent.
not-
Paint us a picture.
Let's not say
Tell us
that we
what
won it.
KWF is.
So KWF is something that KBS like created, I guess,
Yes.
for the fans of.
KBS is the
The
Korean
KBS,
broadcasting
Yes.
station.
It is that
Korean.
logo. Is that logo that you see on the top
channel.
right,
Top right.
Yeah,
Top
channel.
right.
all the K drama you're watching.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So it's a K-pop World Festival competition that they've created.
They just created for fans around the world who dance to covers to like compete against each other. So countries against countries.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, they'll also hold a concert, right?
Yes.
So
Oh my goodness.
yeah, so it's like
So it's an annual thing.
Yeah.
It's like a concert where K-pop idols will actually be there and will
Yeah.
perform on the same
yeah,
stage.
and
with
then it's
them.
like Selang Seli, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's
that
nuts.
just justifies the fact that the cover world is a real
Yeah,
thing.
it's a huge
real
thing
deal.
actually. Yeah.
Can you imagine the K-pop industry supporting their
Yeah.
audience?
I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah, yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Like that is crazy, and people are like, K-pop's a fluke. It's just in the trend.
Yeah,
Not like,
no,
no,
no.
guys.
Your mouth hole.
These guys are really
Okay.
investing time
So
into it.
let's
Yeah.
talk about the KWF experience. So 2015, that was first time you joined the competition.
Yeah, first time we
That's
joined.
true. We just
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, we were pretty lucky though.
What went through your mind?
Well, at first I was really excited because I'm like, oh, well,
Going to
this
Korea.
is definitely my chance to go to Korea. I'm gonna see like my idols, and I'm gonna see other countries do it too, and it's just exciting for me. But obviously, the journey was very tough. So
Like the flight there, or
No,
Yeah.
MingH.
okay, sorry.
Definitely.
very
Talk about
long
the flight.
turbulence and all that.
Turbulence.
But I feel like I wouldn't trade that experience for anything else.
Yeah.
I met like lifetime friends, and just standing on stage with like your idols, and then you rehearse,
man.
and then you go down the stairs, and then you see like Red Velvet standing right there,
Oh
like
my
going
God.
next after you.
Red
and you're
Velvet.
like, yeah.
My
And
lord.
it's like, oh my God, they're so pretty.
So pretty.
Yeah.
Okay.
And stuff like that, yeah. In Hyuna and all that. It was great. But, not to say there weren't any difficulties.
Of course,
But
there
yeah,
has
of
to be.
course.
So there's definitely a bit of an adventure there.
Yes.
I think if you guys
Yes.
want to hear the full story, please go attend one of Ilya's classes and also put yourself. Check that plug in, man. Alex, what about you? 2017.
How was your experience?
You rocked on stage. Kingsman was only what, first year of being Kingsman?
It was around the
Oh,
first year
yeah.
we debuted,
Yeah.
and we
Oh my
got to go. It was quite a shock for us as well because we were just trying out. We didn't
Yeah.
know to what
Trying
extent
out.
we get to go, but we actually got picked. We were
Yeah.
actually
I
really
remember
grateful.
the feeling of like, what?
Yeah. We were so shocked.
They are good. Are they that good?
No. I was just like
Right.
insane because the competition was really tight
It's
that
really
year.
tough.
Yeah.
So I was just like in disbelief.
Because every year as it progresses, there are more and more teams
Yes.
debuting, and
Yes.
Yeah.
the difficulty is harder every year. So the fact that we get to go on that year, it really meant a lot to me.
Wow.
Because I think it's really interesting because when we started out as K-pop dancers, K-pop last time it's just like, talent shows, and then maybe they just give you like kimchi and stuff as prizes.
Wow, it's come
yeah.
from
Jars
a-
of
Jars of
kimchi.
kimchi.
That comes from a real place.
Yeah.
This comes from a real place, guys.
Yeah.
And the fact that when we got picked
Ilyas, I got so much kimchi at home.
so much.
The habis.
But yeah,
ramen.
but then when I stood on stage in Korea and then
Yeah.
I realized like how much the industry has changed, that it really hit me when I stood on stage, standing with other countries. I felt like, wow, K-pop cover dancing is really a solid industry right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was.
That's oh my goodness! Congratulations again, guys.
Yeah.
Just want to
Wow.
say that that's something that people in Malaysia are probably they'll never get to experience that.
Right.
Because to win it, you don't just have to be in a group; you have to be really good. Right. Yeah,
But
so
I think you definitely tapped onto something because
Yeah.
like forming your group and then forming this group together, you found something that worked. right? Like no one just goes blazing into a international level competition. Like guess what? First time we won. First time's the charm. No, people go through like grueling hours of training and practice. I mean, that's what you went through. But these guys first year just
No, but these guys practice a lot.
but they practice a lot.
They don't see that part of the
Quick fun question: how many hours of practice goes into one cover? Like the range of it, yeah.
So let's say per night you'd get maybe 3 hours max.
Yeah.
And then if we're really like short on time, we'll have it every night.
Every night,
Yeah.
yes.
So a week time.
But it depends on the song as well.
Yeah.
Some
Some
songs are easier.
Yeah.
So it takes like a shorter time.
Paint us a picture of what is considered an easy song to dance to. So a popular song that everyone kind of may know. Something like
Okay, the thing is we don't cover easy songs because we're
that's
always
true,
like,
that's true.
it's hard, we want to do that.
I see.
What
So
sets
that's
you all apart.
And you know what? I feel like that's even more crazy because we've actually talked about this
Yeah.
before about how you guys only have that much time together because
Yeah.
everyone's working and studying
Yeah.
in other places. And then it depends a lot on that person to practice on their own. Right?
A bit.
Is that a requirement when it comes to joining Queensmen and Kingsmen? Queendom and Kingsmen. Why did I say that? Sorry. Kingdom. The King Queens. I'll just say the King Queens.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
I wouldn't say it's like a pre-requirement, but it's a good thing if you can just watch videos and immediately like catch like signature moves. Or I'll always tell them before you guys come to practice, you have to memorize the song or else you won't understand what I'm trying to teach you.
Look at your
Yeah, you
formations
lose
and
your
all.
formation.
I've actually seen you guys dance. When you guys dance, I can kind of see you guys mouthing the words because you all know what's
Yeah,
happening. Even if you
yeah.
don't speak the language that
Yeah.
much. Some
I
of these
still
guys
don't
actually like
understand
No,
Korean.
it's not some. It's when she judges dancing
Yeah.
competitions, it's a
I-
criteria for her.
Yeah,
So
it's
there you go.
criteria.
Yeah.
It's now a thing. It's like if you, I mean, you've already danced. Why not go the extra mile to
sing
Yeah,
the
It's a full
song as
package,
well.
right?
Yeah, it's a full- yeah,
Guys,
yeah.
see, that's detail.
That's
Y'all push
dedication,
it.
man. I love it.
Come on. Oh
So
my
okay,
God.
so you guys have mentioned that both of you are dance instructors, right?
Yes.
And all this came from the accidental find of, oh yeah, I can dance K-pop stuff. I like it. And then now you realize that you have students who want to learn new K-pop songs from you guys.
Yes.
I think that's a testament to how, like you said, the industry has changed. Like there's a market for covers, but there's also a genuine sort of appreciation, right, for
Yeah.
Korean
Yes.
culture in that sense, which is something that you are currently writing a book about for your masters.
Yeah.
Share, like I would love to hear your thoughts on how
you-
how Malaysia has kind of taken K-pop as a foreign object, but also adapted
yes.
it.
Thing is, cause right now I'm doing my masters and we're required to write a thesis, and
Yeah.
my main thesis is basically on K-pop cover themes as well.
Wow.
Because I feel like I wanted to give something back to the community
Right,
because
yeah.
I'm in it as well.
Yeah.
And I realized like K-pop cover dancing for every country differs, but for Malaysia it's especially like special because we are a multiracial country, and the fact that the covers we do, it's like a creative cultural product. Like when you watch covers in Malaysia, there is a certain standard.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's different. It's different.
Yeah,
think
it
we're
is
watching the
different.
wrong
It is
covers.
different. You can
Yeah.
actually tell it apart if you like really
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
covers from different countries. You can tell.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
That's really cool.
I think we got to sit down and figure that out.
yeah,
It's a
now I'm
huge-
curious. I want
Like
to
the
watch
covers
that.
I watch on Instagram just make me want to like watch
Okay,
that most of the
MingH,
time.
thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you for that. I don't know who you've been following, but it's time to unfollow
the
those
browse
people.
page, guys. I need to block a lot of people now. So yeah.
I want to ask as well when it comes to teaching students, right? Which is I feel it's quite nuts because, like for example, I remember a very specific recent incident. Itzy's IC song came out. Okay,
Okay, cool.
and like it came out at night,
Yes.
and the next day,
There was a cover?
Iylia taught a class.
Oh.
Are you freaking
yeah.
serious?
Like the choreography
Yes.
straight away. How the heck? How the flying
I know.
chicken rice?
I know. She sellotaped her eyes open and went to sleep like that, and just let the video go and loop. You know.
How do you guys do things like that? Because it's not like as if the whole day at home you're just watching
Yeah,
videos.
yeah,
you guys have
exactly.
things to do. You have lives to
Yeah.
live, right?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
So, I mean, first of all, we as instructors have this pressure of always needing to teach the latest and
The
greatest.
latest
Yes.
songs.
So you,
Right.
yeah. So
It's like the fresh product.
yeah,
lah,
you
right?
have to something new every week.
Oh man.
So I kind of just developed this skill to if you want to learn something, you have to learn it in within like half an hour or like an hour max.
Okay.
So
Squeeze me.
you have to. It's just forced into you. Like, you know how Deadpool was like.
Yeah.
He was
That's a good
experimented
example.
into having powers. Is like that. It
my
was just like
God.
forced
Okay.
into you.
So this intelligence is called basically motor hand-eye coordination.
So MingH
intelligence.
is a
Oh,
bit of a
is it?
psychologist. He is a
Oh.
psychologist. yeah.
It's a whole. I think this is a great thing to talk about because when we were in primary school and secondary school, you have friends who just don't get studying, right? But if you
yes,
see
yes,
them on
yes.
like the field, if you see them on like doing whatever they are doing outside track, like
Yeah.
anything that had to do with physical activities.
Yeah.
They would get it like
They'll
that,
get it
right?
immediately,
And I
yeah.
think the bad part about us growing up last time is there was no appreciation for
Yeah,
for it.
true,
Yo,
true.
this is not something easy. Like yesterday, we just did a shoot to try and learn like 10
Sign languages.
sign languages.
Dude,
And-
they were laughing at me.
And dude, that's like only 2 to 3 moves per sentence, and we all took so long to like. I know how to say doctor now, and that's it.
MingH, I don't think that was even right, dude.
Oh, this is the chicken and the doctor. Sorry, this is doctor. Yeah, this is
That's not
This
doctor.
is
That
this is
is-
doctor.
that's
Yeah,
doctor.
there we go. See, I forgot it right away.
You're bad.
But you guys can learn a full choreography that runs from 3 to 5 minutes in half an hour.
And then the best part is you don't just have to learn it, you have to teach it.
Oh
okay.
yeah, that's a challenge too.
Both
Yeah.
questions, both straight off the bat. Did this skill come naturally to you guys?
Yeah, that's what the kids who don't study but still get A's say. Yeah.
To a certain
No.
extent,
Right.
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
What
But
was
it takes a lot of time to perfect.
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
skill
I
as
didn't.
well.
I wasn't
Yeah.
born and then I can just do this.
It'd be
Yeah.
quite
Believe
scary.
you.
Just
Yeah.
saying, if
Yeah,
you did, but
you just cannot do
was
it.
it something that came a bit like I don't know? Did the passion behind it drive the fact that I want to copy this, and did
Yeah.
it make it easier to copy?
Definitely. Like with
Definitely.
songs I learn it way faster.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the last time we talked about K-pop, I'll say it again. We talked about how it was something that is here to stay. How people now, obviously, we have these two people in the studio as well. How there can be a future, a career, a lifestyle, right? From
Yes.
there. What are your thoughts on? It's hard to say K-pop because that's K-pop. It's
too
too
general.
It's too general. What's the correct term?
The K-pop dance community.
No. Just everything. People who appreciate all things Korean. So like the people who like Hallyu.
The Hallyu gang.
Explain to us the term.
So
Masters?
basically, Hallyu means Korean wave. So Korean wave comes everything with it, like food, fashion, beauty, the music, culture.
okay.
Yeah. So the
Wave.
whole wave, the culture,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
Korean
Okay.
wave. Yeah.
So how would you Malaysia loves Korean things,
Yeah.
right?
Recently,
Yeah.
Yes, recently.
in
Yes.
recent years.
More and more,
And
yeah.
then you guys mentioned that there has been a influx and a growth of course, dance cover groups and
Yeah.
all these
In the
different sort of
community.
people who want to join and get involved. Has there been a I'm just gonna say it. Has there been
Okay.
rivalry? Has there been bitterness and competition among? Because let me tell this to you guys.
Yeah,
Like
this is the part
Kueendom and Kingsmen, they are probably one of the most They get searched and invited a lot
Yeah.
to dance for events and for they get looked for.
Hey, it's what happens when you win the freaking KWF.
When you're good, you're good. lah.
Okay.
Basically, that's it. Lah. Has
Oh
there
my
been?
God.
This is because the spotlight has been on you guys for so many
This
times.
is the point of the podcast where you will tune into our YouTube channel.
Y'all
Just
got to
to
see
see
their
both of
faces.
them
man.
trying to-
Alex is
Okay,
trying to
okay.
put on his most
Again-
professional face.
Again, I say this, I think because number one, the dance community in Malaysia is small. Like you said, right? It's a very
Yeah.
small
It's
circle.
growing, but
Yes.
still small.
You throw a stone, you probably hit everyone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
also we say this because back when it was Ilysa Shot's era, we know Dennis from that. And I think one of the major setbacks is that even though the dance community is so small, there's so much rivalry that we need to understand that our local industries need to support each other or it's never going to grow.
Yes.
It's not reached a momentum where we can say like, you know what? We don't want to work with you. Like,
but
no.
That
Yeah.
said as well, I feel that there is room and there's a need for healthy competition.
Yes,
Right?
Health.
definitely.
Like there has been times where you guys
Healthy.
look at another group, they're like, oh, they're doing that really well.
Yes.
Let's
yes.
improve,
Yeah.
right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your experiences with that so far? I mean, you 3 years in.
Yeah, no, more than that.
More than
Way
that now.
more
Yeah.
And I mean, okay. Let's go officially when the name
Okay, yeah.
Kueendom and Kingsmen came out. How has the journey been? It's usually post winning the competitions, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
How has it been? We don't have to mention names.
Yeah,
we don't have to
yeah.
mention
but if
groups.
you wanna, I mean,
No. Like, how has it been?
I mean, obviously, with any industry, you will get rivals because you want to get hired, and then they want to get hired. Everybody wants to get hired, so
Yeah.
you have to somehow differentiate yourself and prove to your clients that you want to hire us
Yes.
and not anyone else. So in a competition kind of ways that all the groups are just trying to differentiate themselves. Like
Right.
you do see that some groups will try to specialize in certain styles and we try to specialize in certain styles.
things.
Yeah. So for example, we will specialize in Twice, let's say. So
That's what MingY loves, you guys.
So because of that, clients who want Twice, they will always come to us.
Yeah.
So in that way, it's like that's how the
Right.
rivalry maintains not so spicy.
Right.
So we all have our different specialties in like which group.
What would you say Kingsman's specialty is?
you guys
I
do
would say-
technical stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. More like
it's
technical
not just the
consequences.
simple things.
I was going to say they
man.
specialize in dancing in 3-layer clothes in the heat.
Yeah.
That is true. though.
That is true.
So guys, if any of you got Jom Hebo or something in the afternoon, these guys can dance anywhere. Free promo.
Alex does it like even for
Prepare
fun
to
outside his
sweat.
house
I
sometimes.
would say like, okay, how about this? Like, I think rivalry starts when someone's not happy with something, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you think you guys can improve, or how would the dance community further improve the situation of this, rivalry? So rivalries usually start when someone's not happy with something, and like I would say, oh look, Kueendom is doing this, Kingsmen is doing this. Let's copy them, and then problems start, right?
Yes.
But it's usually not because of anything else other than we want to be number one. We want whatever it is,
Yes.
ego or money. How would you guys, being in this for so long, what would actually help like the industry grow? Like, how do you get past these differences if you had a chance to do something about it?
Oh, that's a good question.
Right.
But,
Because
yeah.
I don't know, the industry isn't old enough yet.
Yes, exactly.
For meetups and
Yeah.
like, a lot of huge collaborations. What would help point the industry in that way?
I guess what you mentioned, we should, because I was just going to say that this industry is not very old yet.
Yes.
And the people in it
Right.
are very young.
That would be a factor too,
Yeah,
because young
yeah.
kids like to fight, right?
Exactly.
There you go. Yeah.
Exactly. So since our community is very young in general and they haven't yet developed that mature sense of like, oh, if we want rivalry, it should be healthy sort of rivalry.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just want to just like fight here,
Would
fight
it help
there.
if we organize a street battle competition
my
for
God.
the K-pop?
Oh,
I think
the
Alex
word
quite keen.
battle already.
Like, come on, throw it down, step up, right? For real. No, I'm kidding. But yeah,
Yeah.
what would point it that way?
I'm not so sure. Just
I
because
feel
of
like
how
probably
we've
like
never.
how you view it, because like to us sometimes we see rivalry as a good chance for us to improve ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it
Right.
pushes
That's
us to
great.
be
Yeah,
better
just show
performers.
people.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, oh, this team is doing this. Let's strive to be better.
Right.
Yeah.
At certain sense. So I feel like, most dance teams out there, when they see rivalry, it should be a platform where you push yourself to be better instead of like
Yeah.
wanting to win over the person. You win over your own level.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
or your own
Dancing.
limits.
Yeah.
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 We were
I love
just
that.
we were just talking like we literally had another podcast with Ginny Boy.
Yes.
And we were all talking about, because we've been in this for almost a freaking decade, right?
Yeah.
And I think what really moves you past the rivalry, like if any rival gangs there are listening in to the podcast,
To work together. Yes.
because you
Yeah.
need to be. It's okay rivaling, like being a rival to the craft,
Yes.
but never hate the person,
Yes,
because you're just
exactly.
people, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Respect the person, fight the craft. That's it,
Yeah.
because that is healthy
Wow.
competition.
Yeah.
Wow.
The wisdom.
I mean,
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Just father things, man.
but
Father things,
still
yeah.
all open. Like, yo, you guys want to know what? Shut your face, Ming. Let's take you to the streets.
Yeah,
K-pop battle freestyle.
Oh my god.
2020 January Chinese New Year.
I feel very inspired now to do to do an event where we're gonna get some teams and just kind of like battle
Oh
it out.
my god, no.
And then we invite actual judges who like, because right, you can't take all the new, like all the Malaysian one because people say, hey, you pay, already,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
pay.
yeah.
already.
Oh, bias,
No,
bias.
no.
We get some like
We get like the Quest crew to come
Whoa.
here, or like Jabba freaking walkies or something
Quest-
like that.
Quest crew.
I don't know the
I
Quest crew lah. I know other
don't-
people.
Yeah.
You know what? We just get twice, but cannot because it's their specialty.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what, guys? We're gonna turn up the volume on this
Alright.
one. We're gonna ask you guys some fun questions. I don't know if these are fun questions.
Fun.
Let's ask
Okay.
about fun questions. If you had to, so you both are/have been/currently is leaders of the groups,
Yes.
right? So you are still actually leader of.
Yes.
I would say both.
Sort of. Yeah.
Kueendom and Kingsmen. But
yeah.
Alex, you have been
At
a
one
leader.
point, yeah.
Were.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Well, we won't ask you why. We'll talk about it another time. In your group, has there been a time where, because there's 30 people in your group, right?
Yeah.
And it's still growing, and of course, not everyone gets to dance in every video.
Yeah.
30 people.
30 people. It's a roster, dude. It's like choose your players, and then
Yeah.
they put
Makes
it in.
sense, makes sense.
Has there been a time where you have had to scold the young ones,
The young
right?
ones?
Keep them in place.
Definitely, but I wouldn't say
Yeah.
the young ones. Like
Oh,
Just
just
everyone in
anybody.
Just
general.
everyone in
Okay.
general.
Everyone in general.
What? So I think my question is actually, what does it take to be a good dancer in a K-pop cover group?
In K-pop cover group.
Definitely number one for me is dedication.
Yeah,
Dedication.
commitment.
Yeah. If you just give up halfway, you're not gonna achieve anything, I think.
Because when we plan projects, like if you leave halfway, that pretty much is like dead end for
Just get
us.
out forever.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it's so
just-
hard for us to find another person in, and we have to train the person from scratch, and
Yeah.
then we have to
Yeah.
do all the formations again.
Yeah.
And like when we divide characters to our members, it's basically like the member fit the certain characters that we fit in.
Yeah.
So even if you find another replacement, it's not going to
It's
be
not
the
gonna be
same.
the
It's
same,
not
right?
gonna work.
Yeah. So if a member isn't as committed, it's really hard on us.
That's
sometimes.
always number one for us at
Yes.
least.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you see in Alex when you guys scouted out? Yeah, there we go. What do you see?
Wow.
How did you know this was gonna work?
Ooh. Yeah, I want to know as
On-
well.
Let's find out, friends.
Honestly, when I first started, I did not know that it would be successful. But he, to me, stood out because I don't know. He stood out amongst all the other dancers in
He's just smiling right now. It's just like, yeah.
in like the way he moves, in the way he interacts with the crowd while he
Right.
dances.
Ooh, yes, I've seen Alex
Yeah,
dance.
yeah, and the way he copies members, like
Yeah.
it's the kind of thing that I want in
Yeah.
my team.
Yeah.
So definitely, I was like, okay, I need him if I want this to be successful.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
need
nice.
him to be in
So
this
I
group.
think
Right.
one thing that I really admire about both of you as teachers and dancers, which you can actually very clearly see in the videos that you guys put up, is you both have an incredible eye for detail.
Okay.
From dance moves to little things that gestures that the idols make that you guys put into the performances as well. Like it's something that comes naturally to you. But
Not
I think
for
to
everyone else,
but
though.
not to everyone else. Yeah.
Damn.
So like that's something that I really like. I'm like so
And detail
wowed by.
also, in detail in their case, also I think which played a big factor to why you guys are where you are now.
Yeah.
Is you guys take care of your image.
Yes.
It's not enough. And I tell you what,
Yes.
guys, it's for those listening in, especially all those young Malaysian Titi who want to become this kind of thing, right? It's hard because we live in a tropical country.
Oh my God,
And
yes.
these guys shoot covers outdoors.
Yum, yum.
Under
Oh my
the
God.
hot sun.
The sweating
In-
is hot.
Yeah.
Usually in places with no shade.
Yes.
no
Either
aircon.
on the
Yes.
rooftop of a car park or in the field somewhere, right? That's usually the places,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And the
Just
dedication.
straight sunlight.
Just imagine, and I'm pretty sure in terms of production, you're never just dancing it one time.
Exactly.
You're doing the same thing like 5 to
over
10
and
times in
over
a
and
row.
over.
Yeah.
And you
Yes.
guys have to almost dress the same way these guys are
Yes.
dressing. But the thing is, those guys are in cold countries.
Exactly.
Correct. That's nuts.
That's yeah. I'm so thankful that you brought it up because
Yeah.
when you watch it, you don't feel the weather. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
So
Man.
people don't see behind the scenes.
This
We're
is
dying.
the real work. No, when we watch you guys, you're like, Wow, that must be really hot.
Yeah, because at least you guys know a bit of
like
what it's like.
production life,
Yeah,
yeah,
production,
yeah.
yeah.
Because we look up and like, there's no shade
How
there.
the heck?
There's no aircon,
That's
there's no
not
fans.
dying.
And the amazing part, I just want to say, shout out to Kingsmen. You guys
Yeah.
keep your hair really nice and fluffy.
How
Yeah.
much?
How do you do that?
How much hairspray and shampoo
Yeah, under
do you all use every day?
under the fringe. Right?
Yeah, we learn a few tips and
Yeah.
tricks, years in doing this.
They mix their makeup with thirsty hippo.
Yeah.
Thirsty. But
Yeah.
certain things. But we do really have to take care of our hair because we bleach it very often.
Oh my
Yes,
god,
to get
yes.
like
yes.
vibrant colors.
The colors, yeah.
So we usually try
There's
to
like
take
red
care.
sweat, blue sweat, and all that.
Yeah, especially when you have vibrant colors. Sometimes when you're filming, when you sweat, the color
Right,
actually
Yeah.
comes off.
You know what you guys
Wow.
need? You guys need sponsors. So number 76, Shiseido, all your hair. These guys are the guys to go for.
We're ready.
you know?
Yeah,
Because
we don't
they
sweat.
They literally hold up.
Hold up, the light just moved again. There's
They
just
literally-
this tape is not strong enough.
Guys,
This
two
tape.
times the light outside, guys. No, it's old tape.
Thanks, Matthew. This is all in the podcast. I'm not gonna cut.
Okay.
It's like, I love it. Love it. It's all in the podcast. I think the tape old.
No, we have to cut it.
Okay, we gotta cut it.
Sorry,
Sorry,
we gotta
guys.
cut it. Okay,
Still
Shiseido
rolling.
sponsors. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Okay, guys. Before we end the podcast, I feel like there's so much to talk about,
Yeah.
but I don't want to let you guys go without this one. Because I
Okay.
promised myself that I will ask this one.
Okay.
It's not the crazy one. Don't worry.
Okay.
I want to talk about crazy fan experiences.
experiences.
So let me set the stage.
yeah.
We've been doing this for like I said, close to a decade, and we've had our fair share of very. I think the choice word I will use.
Enthusiastic fans.
Enthusiastic, passionate. Yes, rabbit fans.
Yes.
So people have jumped on MingH in the mall before.
Oh my god.
We both.
And no, guys,
Physically.
and here's
Physically.
the thing: the best why I think is a great thing to highlight about MingY highlighting this is because we actually aren't even that kind of personality.
Correct.
Where we go out there well dressed and
Yeah.
flamboyantly dancing. We are really in like just minding our own business.
Yeah.
Jokers on-
And if at that level there are people jumping on us,
What more
you
you
guys
guys-
are looking sweet and fly and hot and shaking your boom boom bang bang booms. How crazy! I mean, Tiara right there looking at us. She was one of them, but she joined our team, so she found that.
Okay, so let's start with Alex. So Alex, I've seen your performances in live, like in the malls and at events, and the sweet screams
Oh, the xiao
of the xiao mei meis and the xiao didis, and sometimes
The
the
machiks.
auntie uncles also.
Yes.
They want to have a taste. That's all I'm gonna say. What has been
the craziest.
yeah?
So far.
What has been the craziest?
First of all, we definitely have to say we're very thankful.
Yeah,
For all the
Definitely.
scenes.
Very
Go, guys.
thankful.
This
Yeah.
is
That- I
true
love
blue, true blue fan service.
Yeah.
Right, true
But
blue.
it's true because
For
without
real.
them, I don't
Yeah.
think we would
Yes,
be where we
correct.
are today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes I feel like
Okay, so let me be the bad cop. It's great and they love the support, but I think there's always a line.
Yeah.
That we should be respectful of individuals, and there is a line that you want to just kind of be like, hey, you're human, I'm human.
But that being said,
Alex, come on, what is the craziest thing
Experience
that
so
has
far.
happened to you / Kingsman? Oh boy.
I wouldn't say it's too bad because but in recent years it has become worse because right now on Instagram you can actually call the person.
Oh.
And I've had people
My.
calling me randomly, like
You have to-
video call.
Yeah, you have to change
through
your
my
number.
Instagram.
You can,
Oh,
actually,
no.
you can actually take the number off, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's what I
We'll
did.
sort you out later. But
Okay.
has that been the worst? I feel like that's mild. That's mild, man.
And before the
It's
Instagram
because,
thing,
yeah, it's because his fans are young girls. They don't exactly berani to do things
Right,
much.
right,
Yeah.
right.
But yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah, it's
they'll
because-
call me up and I'll be like,
That's
oh,
it.
who is this random
yeah.
number?
How
And
about in person? What
In
has
person,
been
what's the craziest
the
thing?
closest physical
Has anyone tried to
experience?
lick you or like, you know? There has been. Oh my god.
lick
took a
would
while
be
to
an
answer that one.
overstatement.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
But
No.
It's like,
No,
I mean,
actually,
yeah.
yeah.
The worst for him, at least, is
Let's
just
hear it, yeah.
we go around and then those
they
girls
would
will just
follow
follow
me. Okay.
us.
I
and
wouldn't say
about
that's
it.
bad, but
Yeah, but-
that's pretty much.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but some other Kingsman
This is-
members, like they've got their food taken away from
Yeah.
them.
Oh my
Sorry,
goodness.
sorry, hold on.
What?
Hold
Okay,
on.
so they got their
they got
food
their
taken
food
away.
taken away.
Not taken away, is in just like
They-
I don't know. Maybe in
Someone
that
just-
fan's mind, it was like, oh, I'm sharing it with
Oh,
my
Yeah.
favorite
without
friend.
permission.
Yeah.
Without permission.
Yeah,
Without permission.
Where? What? I need
Okay.
a setting of this. Where were you guys
Oh my God.
having your food that someone can come and
Okay.
take your food?
Because okay,
What
first
the
of all,
heck?
it's a fast food
like-
restaurant.
I'll be
I'm
very
not gonna
polite.
say. I'm not gonna say which fast food restaurant. It's.
I'm pretty sure they're fries, right? Is it fries or like they eat the
don't
same
remember.
burger?
I don't remember.
Okay,
but
okay.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
And there was just like a lot of people around. I guess.
Okay.
So they were all just
felt
watching
like-
y'all eat?
Yes,
Are you
that
serious?
happens also. Yes,
That is crazy. Oh, there's not like,
Sometimes,
Alex just bit the chicken. Let me bite it too.
Oh,
my goodness.
I
Oh, are you
think-
serious?
I feel like that was what.
Alex is not saying no.
It's very rude, very, very respectful.
Oh my
Yeah.
Okay,
god.
but thanks, Iylia. Thanks for telling us the truth.
He's reluctant because he has a lot
to
of
those
men.
people, if you think that's okay, we are here to tell you. Let's maybe ask permission.
Yeah,
They will probably say yes because they're pressured.
Yeah.
But maybe buy your own food.
Yeah.
Like they need to eat. They're dancing for
Yeah.
you. They're tired. They're hungry. Just let them have their
I
food.
think in our experience we've been very fortunate to not have people take our food.
Yeah.
But they actually pile food on us, hence why we're so round these
Yeah.
days. So that's what happens.
us. Iylia, what about you? What is
about
your? So I think it's very different for you.
Okay.
Oh.
Y'all
Okay.
are
So-
gorgeous ladies. Y'all
wanna
are
hear
gorgeous
this.
ladies.
I wanna listen to this.
Dancing
Okay.
amazing songs.
Okay, let me just say first of all that I'm not famous. Like, I'm not in
Shut up,
Alex's level. I'm not a
Says the
celebrity.
KWF
Really,
winner.
I don't have a
Just
big
want to
following.
say the first time I met Iylia, I legit fanboy.
Okay.
No, so you lie.
I met
You lie.
Okay, let's cut the crap. I want to hear the story.
yeah, okay. Let's go. I'll tell you the story later.
Okay, so I mean, it doesn't happen at all points in time. It's all isolated cases.
Oh,
I
boy.
have had.
You know it's serious when they say isolated
Yeah.
cases.
That's how every crime documentary begins.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd have stalkers who would camp in their car outside of my house.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Your damn
my
house.
But I've moved, so it's okay now.
You
Until
want
they
to find
find
out
out.
Ilia's address? Check the description
Yeah.
box.
Yeah.
We put it in the Google Maps. I'm kidding.
Just checking the ways.
Oh
No,
my
I'm just
gosh,
kidding.
that is scary.
That's crazy.
It
They follow
is.
you all the way to your house.
Right.
Yeah, I felt their car chasing while I was driving.
Oh
so
my
I'll just go
goodness.
faster and faster, but they'll go faster as well. So I'm like, okay, this person
Wow.
definitely is following me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I just run to my house and just be like, tutuke.
Oh
you know,
my
I'm like,
goodness.
and then
Right,
they
right.
just
Whoa.
stay outside.
Whoa.
And then I'll check at 5 a.m. I'm like,
They're
oh,
still
they're
outside?
still there.
Oh
okay.
my
What are they?
goodness.
What are they hoping to?
I don't know.
Do they tweet you like, "Hey, I'm
No.
outside"? Oh, they just wait.
They just, yeah. They
Okay.
just- yeah.
What is that? The worst?
That one was the worst. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let's quickly just address that. Alex, you want to say anything to that one?
Oh,
Just to
that's so
help
scary.
defend? You want to... That's not okay, right?
Yeah,
That's not okay.
definitely not
Have you had people
okay.
follow you back to your house before?
No.
Not until like that.
Not
lah.
yet. Not yet.
Because I feel like my life there is still like there's my performing life and then my personal life. I try to separate them as much as possible.
Yeah.
Right.
So when
I
you
was
like after performing, they'll
unfortunate.
just disappear.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like Ilya's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah.
Iylia, no,
Yeah.
it's very easy to spoil Iylia. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just-
stand out a bit too
just-
much.
I'm sure all of you guys listening know that that's not okay.
Yes.
So just want to remind you that even though you're passionate about your local artists or even international artists, know that there needs to be some respect,
Yeah.
right? And just draw some boundaries before the police come.
Oh
That's
my
all I'm
gosh.
saying.
Yeah.
I feel I want to do another podcast with you guys. There's so much to talk about, but we're gonna
Oh,
end here for
definitely.
today. Any final words to your fans and friends and supporters?
Yeah.
You guys can support us by
Not going to our personal homes. No.
Yeah,
Other than
one
that-
of the
Other than
points.
that- other than
yes.
Other than that,
You guys can subscribe to our channel,
There you go.
which is Kueendom Kingsmen,
Yep.
Kueendom,
There you go.
Kingsman, Kingsman, and also Instagram is the same name.
Yeah.
It's the same
Tag,
name.
tag,
Yeah.
tag.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Handle,
and
handle,
then-
handle.
that's right. If you guys want to engage them for any events or
Yes.
jobs, do find just go over to their socials and you find
Yeah.
them there. And
Then-
I think
Yeah,
let's
Let their videos talk, guys.
Yeah, you
These
don't-
guys are good.
you
Don't
guys
take,
need to check them out. I
don't
have
take
to
our
say.
word for it. Go and watch them and then watch anyone else.
Yes. People ask me who do I watch from Malaysia on YouTube. These guys are actually
These
one
are
of
the
them.
guys.
You
I
lie.
don't watch a
There
lot of
you
people.
go.
I don't even watch a lot of
It's
people.
not that we don't want to, guys.
Yeah.
We try.
We try.
We try our
But
best.
no, for real, thank you so much, Alex
Thank
and
you
Iylia, for being
so
here with us
much.
today.
Yep.
Thanks.
Guys, hope you guys enjoyed the podcast and took a
Thank you for
little
having
something
us.
away with you if you're a K-pop lover or how you passionate about the whole Korean
Yeah,
wave.
and if you want to take it a step further, you guys are teachers at the One
One
Dance
Dance.
Studio.
Yeah.
If you guys want to try out, I'm pretty sure
They've
they're
got
beginner
classes,
classes,
yeah.
right?
Yes, we
So
do.
these are actual formal places you can meet
You
them.
know what? Maybe
properly.
we should do a class.
Oh, okay, let's not get so far ahead.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
I
kidding.
hope you guys have
Already
been great.
excited.
Go and check them out. Thank you so much for listening. We hope
That's
we
right.
brighten up your day.
If you want more table talk, you can check it out on YouTube.
don't
Get
come
up-
to our houses,
Get,
check us out on
get
YouTube.
caught up to the latest episodes of the Takeaway Table on
Prap,
Facebook
prap,
as well.
prap.
We'll see you soon, guys. Thank you so much.
See ya.
Bye-bye.